What's up, tribe? Welcome back to another weekly sit rep. I do these just to keep you informed on everything that we got going on inside the operation here in the office today. So I wanted to shoot this quick video for you guys to just kind of get you updated on everything that we got going on. Earlier this week, I put out a post about, some changes and some updates and things that were coming down that I wanted to inform you guys about in this sit rep. So some of these things have pros and cons to them. It's not a big change, but it could potentially slow us down for a little while, temporarily. So, most of you guys know that I built this operation with pennies and a dream, and I've just taken action day in and day out for the last 6 years of my life to build this into what we have today. I didn't do it alone. A lot of you guys have helped out all along the way. We're built on our member support, which is our biggest thing that we have to offer the world, right? Like, we're not huge on tactical retail or training programs yet anyway, but the core foundation of what we are is you guys, our members here in the tribe. So I really appreciate everybody that's stuck with us over these years and continues to stick with us and plans to stick with us for life. You guys don't know how much it means. Our members will always be the backbone of our operation, regardless of how big we get, whatever products and services we put out there, how many training programs we create. Everything that we create will just be a byproduct of how awesome our community is and how big the tribe gets. So with that being said, I really appreciate you guys that have always stuck with us and continue to do so. With that being said, because of the dynamic of how I've built this operation with pennies and a dream, it's caused a lot of struggle over the years on us financially as a family. And like I say all the time, I don't do this for the money. At the end of the day, I am happy doing what I do, the work that I do, the type of things that I do here. I would do these things for free, but at the end of the day, we've got to live, we've got to survive. I've got a family, I've got 2 babies to feed, I've got a wife to take care of. At the end of the day, we have our own needs, right? Just like you guys have your own needs. So yes, this is a business, and I do this for money to an extent, but at the end of the day, I do this because it's what I'm passionate about. I do this because it's what sets me on fire, and I would continue to do it till I die. That's all there is to it. But because of this and the way that we've built things, we have struggled over the years, and so for us to continue to evolve, we've hit a ceiling, right? I say all this to say that we've hit a ceiling in the operation right now, and we really desperately need to get to our first milestone. If you haven't checked out our company milestones, be sure to check that out so you see, at what member level, what does that unlock for us, right? Our first milestone is 150 members on our Delta membership. Once we get to that point, it covers the nut, and it gives us some flexibility to start expanding. Once we break that first milestone, we can really double down and start expanding, and what we have will just snowball, rapidly snowball, and start building and building and building, and it'll be inevitable. So we need to get to that first milestone really, really bad, but we're at a point right now to where I'm tapped out, and we're not growing to a level to where I can justify a lot of reinvestment at this point, because we're trying to survive. And this is not stuff that I would just normally tell everybody, but I'm telling you guys because you're the tribe. I want to keep you guys updated. I want to be transparent for you guys. So with that being said, with all of this being said, my dad runs a t-shirt printing and apparel company. He's been doing that for probably 15 or so years now. And believe it or not, he's actually probably top 3 biggest apparel printing companies on the East Coast. They're probably on track to do, say, $6 to $8 million in gross sales this year, even more next year. I don't see $1 of that. Me and my dad don't have the best dynamic, but we're trying to work together on some projects. So with that in mind, I am actually going to be stepping into a consulting role for him, with all the skills that I've generated over the past decade of my life, running my businesses, doing my things, right? Social media management, digital marketing, graphic design, video production, all of the things that I do here at Mask. I have developed some really, really in-demand skill sets, so I should say. And because of this, Dad wants to bring me in on some of their projects. They're trying to build a brand called Live Nice, and I'm actually going to be the not necessarily the face behind it, but the operator behind that brand, and he wants to build that up and kind of replicate what we've created here at Mask. And so I'm going to be bringing those expertise to the table for him on a consulting basis month to month, but it's going to be on a full-time basis, so 40 hours a week roughly is what I'm going to be devoting to that for probably the next few months. Hopefully less, maybe more, but hopefully less. And I'm going to be doing this because we desperately need it at home financially. We're at a point now, like I said, where we're kind of tapped out and we've hit a ceiling of growth to where we're just not breaking through that ceiling like we need to. So we're at a point now to where there's nothing left to build in the operation, right? The structure's there, the foundation's there, everything is built. We're working on training programs, we're working on products, but we're tapped out. I can't develop anything new right now because we just simply do not have the funding. And I don't personally have it to put into it anymore at this point. So what I'm doing is gonna be pretty much doubling down on everything that I can do to make more money, right? I'm taking on this consulting work with him on a full-time basis for a certain amount of money, and I'm going to be doing this and saving up to go on the offense, right? It's I'm not quitting or anything like that, so don't ever think that. This will never die, nothing will ever quit. However, because I am taking on this consulting work for the next few months probably, things are going to slow down, obviously, right? Like, because that's 40 hours a week that I'm not going to be able to devote to content creation and training products and all that kind of stuff for you guys. So what that means is things are gonna probably slow down a little bit, and then after we save up enough money to double down on our advertising efforts and expand, right? The problem now, the real issue that we're facing now is that there's only so much content that I can create so fast, and all along this time, everything that's built us up to what we are right now is completely free, organic content creation and digital marketing from everything that I've created. All the free content that I've created, that's how I've amassed the audience we have here. That's how I've sucked you guys into the tribe, was probably through free content creation. We've not done much in the means of actual paid advertising, but we're at a ceiling now to where the next level is paid advertising, and we just don't have the budget for it. So I am working some side jobs, if you will, doing some consulting work with the experience that I've gained to save up some money to go on the offense, right? We're gonna save up a good chunk of funding to really double down on our advertising efforts. And my goal is, from doing that, we will quickly get to this first milestone that we need to be at. Once we get to this first milestone, I'll be able to slice off any side projects and consulting work that I'm doing and double back down on the operation completely 100% full time. And from there, it's just snowballing and building and building and building. So all of this to say, guys, like we're just simply at a ceiling. I've got to do some things temporarily for the time being to help us break through this ceiling. Once we break through this ceiling, it's going to be all green pastures from there. So other than that, guys, we've done some new things. We've launched our polos recently. So if you haven't picked up a polo, go do that. We've got new tribe shirt stock, the soft styles. We've also got our standard styles as well if you want to go a little bit cheaper but get the same design. We're working on a lot of stuff with Operation Optimize. That's steadily making a lot of progress, working on a few different products as well for you guys. But again, a lot of our struggle at this time is just simply the funding. So as far as what you guys can do to help out is just simply recruit. I say this all the time. I'm trying to bring you guys in on some other projects like content creators and stuff like that. Some of you guys that create content, I'm working to bring some of you guys into the official asset list here at Mask, and I want to get you guys more involved in the content creation aspect. That way it's not just me that you're learning from, and as well as whenever I don't have the time to create a piece of content, maybe some of our other creators can come in and step up and fill the gaps. And also I'm working on linking up with other authorities in the industry. I've been talking with Lucas Bakken from T-Rex Arms. He's a really authoritative figure that's coming up in the firearms industry, not just for Kydex gear, but for training standards and stuff like that. So I'm looking to link up with him, and I want to know who you guys want to see us partner up with, right? Like, not just as alliance partners, but who would you guys like to see? Mask is a collaborative learning environment. I've said that since day one. I am not the subject matter expert here. I'm good at a lot of things. I can teach on a lot of things. I know a lot of things, but at the end of the day, this is a collaborative learning environment, and I want you guys to, let me know who you want to learn from. Who in the firearms industry do you want to learn from? Who in the bushcraft community do you want to learn from? What public figures, people from TV shows and things like that, your favorite instructors of all types, from combatives to bushcraft to hiking, camping, whatever you guys want to learn about is who I want to bring into the table. Content aside, I try to create content on a wide variety of topics, but I don't typically step outside of my realm of expertise just to create a piece of content. There's tons of categories in the info sector or the intel sector that I want to create content on, right? There's a bunch of categories that don't have content in them right now, and I want to get content in those, but I'm not going to step outside of my own expertise just for the sake of putting something in those categories. I want to bring in subject matter experts for you guys to learn from. So with that being said, guys, I think I covered just about everything. So like I said, some pros and some cons to this dynamic. The pros are I'll be able to save up some money pretty quickly to help us double down and go on the offense really fast. Once we're able to go on the offense, we'll break that first milestone and it's clear skies from there. We'll be able to really start rapidly growing our numbers. And the con is that, some things are going to kind of slow down. I'll be a little bit less active, and content creation will be a little bit less frequent. And that's pretty much the only real con to it. I'll still be active, I'll still be creating things when I can, but I'm probably going to be doing like 3 12-hour days and 1 4-hour day or something like that per week on this consulting job. So it's not going to take up every single day of my week and all of my time. So I'm going to try to do just like a few really long days and really knock out them hours earlier on in the week or whatever, or just in a small segment of the week. That way I've got the rest of the week to work on mask related stuff. So if anybody's got any questions, like I said, guys, I do this to be real raw and transparent for you guys. This is not information that everybody else is going to see. This is just specifically stuff that I wanted our tribe members to be updated on. So if you guys got any questions, concerns, or anything like that, be sure to let me know. If you want to help, if you are a content creator, that's pretty much all that we need right now. If you want to help, the problem is funding, guys. We need more of you guys to double down and really try to make a bigger effort in recruiting. You can do that by sharing your Warrior Tribe Challenge posts in other groups. You can spark up controversy, get people talking in our free group. You can post things related to the tribe on your personal wall. Post your challenges on your personal wall, your Instagrams, your Twitters, whatever. If you got a YouTube channel, use the tribe challenge material as content to create for your audience too. And in exchange for that, you'll get people's curiosity piqued, and you can suck them in. It's the same way that I recruited you guys, through good quality content creation, a personal approach. I probably reached out to you, gave you something for free, helped you out, answered a question, and invited you in to check out what we've got to offer. We've got a 30-day $1 trial now to get into the tribe, so it's really easy. You can practically give it away. And there's no contracts. Obviously, you guys know this. So double down on your recruiting. If you're a content creator, reach out to me if you want to create under our blog. That will help. And other than that, guys, pick up some merch. If we put out beta opportunities for training programs and stuff like that, double down and dive into these things, guys. I know a lot of you guys are working on budgets, as am I, but do what you can. If you want to help more, do what you can in that aspect. That's all we need right now. We got to break this first milestone. Once we get past that, a lot of opportunities going to open up. All right, guys. Sorry this drug out a little bit, but I want to make sure to keep you guys as updated as I can. If you got any questions, you know where to find me. Catch you guys later.